Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited about starting the new series that I'm putting out this month. We're going to start on the series of time management. So, this series I'm really excited about because I'm adding some things that I use and some things that I have done research on to make sure that I give you guys the right information. So, before we start, I want to go ahead and do my talk about my sponsor. So let's go ahead and get my sponsors
Tonight's
information loaded.
sponsor is $5 Jewelry Paradise, where your independent consultant is Terry Donald. Now, I have the link for all the information down below. So when you go, tell her Stephanie.
So please check out her information. It will be listed down below in the description box where you can find out anything about the $5 jewelry. Now, I do support my sister wholly. I do have on earrings. I have I call her my pusher because I'm always getting my jewelry from my sister. So, let me make sure all is well in the neighborhood before I go ahead and start this because I did fix it to go live. Let me check. I just want to make sure everything is like it's supposed to be. And yes, it is. There it is there. Okay. So now that that's been done, let's jump on in today's lesson. I'm really excited, as I told you, because I did a lot of research and I want to make sure that I offered you guys the right information. So let's jump in. Join me as I take on the challenge to completely transform my productivity using these killer time management hacks for creators. Hello, everyone. I'm Stephanie of YouTube Tips and More, where I make YouTube a bit easier for the beginner and the more seasoned YouTuber. So, we're going to jump right on in to today's lesson. As creators, we know how essential it is to manage our time effectively. With us wearing so many hats and juggling so many projects, it's easy to get bogged down and lose focus. But the truth is, maximizing your productivity is the key to achieving your goal and living a more balanced life. And that's exactly what I'm going to help you with today. In this video, I'll be sharing my top time management hacks specifically designed for creators like you so you can take your productivity to the next level. Let's face it, managing your time as a creator can be tough. There are so many distractions from social media to email notifications, and let's not forget about the pressure to constantly create content and engage with your audience. It's easy to get sidetracked and lose focus on what's truly important. And on top of that, there's the constant risk of burnout. I mean, who hasn't spent hours working on a project only to feel exhausted and unmotivated the next day? One of the biggest challenges creators face is procrastination. It's easy to put off tasks until the last minute, but this can lead to rush work and an awful finished product. And let's not forget about the guilt and anxiety that comes with procrastination. It's a vicious cycle and it can be hard to break. Another common challenge is the lack of boundaries. As creators, we often wear many hats, especially if we are mother. We are not just creators, but also entrepreneurs, marketers, teachers, doctors, cooks, and managers. It's easy to get stuck into the trap of doing everything ourselves, but this can lead to burnout and lack of focus. By setting clear boundaries and prioritizing our tasks, you can avoid the trap and maintain a healthy work life balance. So, how can you overcome these challenges and start managing time more effectively? The answer lies in developing a routine that works for you. This might involve specific work hours, taking regular breaks, and prioritizing your tasks. By doing so, you can avoid procrastination, stay focused, and maintain a healthy work balance. For example, maybe you're a married mother with kids. If they are school age, you have to get them up, eat breakfast, and dress them for school. If they ride the bus, you have to get them outside on time. But if you drive them, let's get it moving, kids. Let's get it moving. Then return home, clean the morning breakfast dishes, clean up after them in the bathroom and their bedrooms. And we have laundry. And we all know I hate folding laundry and all the other household chores that we have to do. When you finally get a break, it's time for the school to be out. Then it's snack time, homework, dinner, and so on. When do you have time to plan and record? You have to prioritize. I think that if it was something that you really want to do, you would make time for it. It's important to recognize that this comes with the price, right? Because the time that you spend on your YouTube channel is the time that you're not spending on things that might be important to you as well. It all boils down to prioritizing. Okay, YouTube's consistently publishing your content is a great way to grow your channel. And the more you publish, the better. What are some of the things that you can do with your limited time to help you use it and make things more effective? Number one, let's discuss how to blast through obstacles that prevent you from getting started with any task. Getting started with any task that requires you to overcome certain problems. And that problem has to be overcome every time you restart. Getting started with any task requires that you overcome a certain problem. And that problem has to be overcome every time you restart the same process. Make a list of these things and that stop you from doing any other tasks that are necessary for you to create a video, to write a script, to shoot the video, to edit the video. These could be simple things like getting a call or a text message, your kids running in and interrupting you, or maybe your equipment is not always set up, and then you're not ready to shoot. It's going to be different for each person. So you just go ahead and make your list so that you can identify them. And then once you identify them, you need to create a list for either completely remove them or even just to reduce them and make things easy as possible. Let me give you an example. If I had 10 to 15 minutes, which may not be enough to make a video, I might take that time to set up all my equipment so that when I do have time to shoot the video, everything is set up for me to sit down and just hit record. Or your kids are home, you tell them, hey, I'm going to start shooting a video at 3 o'clock, so make sure you don't come in and interrupt me. If you need anything, when I get through, I will check with you as soon as I'm done. Another thing I do is I turn off my ringer on my phone or I turn it face down. Now, if you are using your phone to record, you can't do all of that, right? So what I do in case of that, put your phone on airplane mode. The last thing you need is to get a phone call or a text message and you're running your mouth and you missed out on shooting this video. You know you get a call from Nancy every day. It can wait. Number two, for you to succeed as a YouTube creator with a rock solid schedule, the reason for this video is that we don't have enough time and everyone is super busy, and this is just something else that you're trying to fit into your schedule. And waiting until you feel like you have some free time to accomplish this task is just not the best way to go about it. Now, I suggest you schedule a time for each step necessary for completing a video so that everything from researching to script writing to shooting the video to editing the video to optimizing the video and then publishing the video. If it's on your schedule, you most likely will complete it. And it's less likely that something else will distract you. Because when you get a call from a friend that says, hey, you want to go do something Saturday, you're going to look at your schedule and you're going to see that you're shooting a video and you say, girl, I'm sorry, I'm busy that day. Can we do it another day? This way, you're not getting off track and doing all those other things that may prevent you from accomplishing your goal. I want to make sure that I emphasize that you need time for each step. So it's not good enough just to schedule time to shoot. You can't shoot a video if you haven't done all the steps to prepare for it. You can't publish it until you edit it. You can't publish it without optimizing it or promoting it. And by me promoting it, I mean like making your thumbnails and your flyers and advertising on your other social media accounts. Look, you have to maximize your return on your investment. So I remember to schedule a time for each step necessary to complete my videos. Number 3 is the batch filming process. So how do I create a video? Do you come up with the idea, research it, script it, shoot it, edit, and then publish it? If you do, that's not the most efficient way to create videos for YouTube. Instead, I would suggest that you research 3 to 4 videos, you script them all at one time, then you sit down and you shoot them all, then you edit them, and then you upload them. Then you can go through your checklist. You can use programs like vidIQ and TubeBuddy to help you with a lot of these tasks. I'll put the link in the description so you can find more about them if you care to check them out. Now, I have a free version of one and a subscription of the other one, so I do use them. Remember that we said that getting started is the hardest part. So once you get a session started, maximize it by using this batch approach. If you're already sitting down and you're scripting a video, it's easy to save it and open a new document and start another script and then the next one, rather than having to start this process all over again. Try it and keep this creative session going for as long as possible. Once you're on a roll, keep it going. Here's a tip. Group related topics together. There's a lot more overlap between your videos than you may think. Some things might go along with that topic, and you can make another video. Don't ignore these. I'll make a note and then I'll script them for another related video. That's how I do it. Now, number 4 is to use checklists. For me, checklists are huge. I know what I need to do for every video. Join all of that, right? So what I do in case of that, you can't publish it until you edit it. You can and advertising on your other social media accounts. Look, you have to maximize your return on your investment. So I remember to schedule a time for each step necessary to complete my videos. Number 3 is the batch filming process. So how do I create a video? Do you come up with the idea, research it, script it, shoot it, edit, and then publish it? If you do, that's not the most efficient way to create videos for YouTube. Instead, I would suggest that you research 3 to 4 videos, you script them all at one time, then you sit down and you shoot them all, then you edit them, and then you upload them. Then you can go through your checklist. You can use programs like vidIQ and TubeBuddy to help you with a lot of these tasks. I'll put the link in the description so you can find more about them if you care to check them out. Now, I have a free version of one and a subscription of the other one, so I do use them. Remember that we said that getting started is the hardest part. So once you get a session started, maximize it by using this batch approach. If you're already sitting down and you're scripting a video, it's easy to save it and open a new document and start another script and then the next one, rather than having to start this process all over again. Try it and keep this creative session going for as long as possible. Once you're on a roll, keep it going. Here's a tip. Group related topics together. There's a lot more overlap between your videos than you may think. Some things might go along with that topic, and you can make another video. Don't ignore these. I'll make a note and then I'll script them for another related video. That's how I do it. Now, number 4 is to use checklists. For me, checklists are huge. I know what I need to do for every video, so I go ahead and I create a list so that I don't have to rely on my memory. When it's time to shoot the video, it just easily goes down my checklist to make sure that I do everything and that I'm ready. This way, I can make sure that everything gets done and that at the same time, I don't have to rely on my memory to make sure that I've done everything. Because I gotta have all this written down. It couldn't be any simpler. It may seem like a small thing to do for you, but I don't like to waste the time. And if I don't use a checklist, then I have to constantly ask myself, well, then you may think. Some things might go along with that topic, and you can make another video. Don't ignore these. I'll make a note and then I'll script them for another related video. That's how I do it. Now, number 4 is to use checklists. For me, checklists are huge. I know what I need to do for every video. So I go ahead and I create a list so that I don't have to my memory. When it's time to shoot the video, I could just easily go down my checklist and make sure that I do everything and that I'm ready to go. This way, I can make sure that everything gets done and that at the same time, I don't have to rely on my memory to make sure that I've done everything. Because I gotta have all this written down. It couldn't be any simpler. It may seem like a small thing to do for you, but I don't like to waste the time. And if I don't use a checklist, then I have to constantly ask myself, did I do this? Did I do that? Now here I go, double checking myself. Again, I'm wasting a lot of mental energy where I don't need to. Just think of it all, the steps that you might require for you to create and publish a video. How much mental energy do you use if you're trying to wear all those hats and make sure to remember to do each step that's necessary? Make it easy on yourself. There are tons of free apps out there where you can create lists, or you can download my form below, and you can even use the Note app on your phone. Checklists have been huge and super helpful for me, and hopefully they can help you as well. Number 5 is to get faster scripting, shooting, editing, and publishing more videos. I promise you'll get better at it and you'll be better on camera. This means you'll need fewer takes, so ultimately you'll need less time for shooting. You'll become faster at editing, even if you're not a great editor. Go edit more. I'm sorry, guys, it's frozen. So I'm going to try to get it unfrozen because it is not moving. Let me see if I can get it going. This creative session going for as long as possible. Then you may think. Some things might go along with that topic, and you can make another than you may think. Some things might go along with that topic, and you can make another video. Don't ignore these. I'll make a note. I'll script them for another related video. That's how I do it. Now, number 4 is to use checklists. For me, checklists are huge. I know what I need to do for every video, so I go ahead and list so that I don't have to rely on my memory. When it's time to shoot the video, I can just easily go on my checklist and make sure that I do everything and that I'm ready to go. This way, I can make sure that everything gets done and that at the same time, I don't have to rely on my memory to make sure that I've done everything. I gotta have all this written down. It couldn't be any simpler. It may seem like a small thing to do for you, but I don't like to waste the time. And if I don't use a checklist, then I have to constantly ask myself, did I do this? Did I do that? Now here I go, double checking myself. Again, I'm wasting a lot of mental energy where I don't need to. Just think of it all, the steps that you might require for you to create and publish a video. How much mental energy do you use if you're trying to wear all those hats and make sure to remember to do each step that's necessary? Make it easy on yourself. There are tons of free apps out there where you can create lists, or you can download my form below, and you can even use the note app on your phone. Checklists have been huge and super helpful for me, and hopefully they can help you as well. Number 5 is to get faster scripting, shooting, editing, and publishing more videos. I promise you'll get better at it and you'll be better on camera. This means you'll need fewer takes, so ultimately you'll need less time for shooting. You'll become faster at editing, even if you're not a great editor. Go edit more than 100, 200 videos, and I promise you that you'll be better and faster. This is true for everything: researching scripts, optimizing, and more. Keep doing all these tasks, and the better you'll be at them. The best advice I can give you is to produce more videos, and practice makes perfect. So just keep creating more content. You can't learn how to be comfortable in front of a camera without actually being in front of the camera, right? Here's an example. Oh man, when I started making videos, editing, and being in the camera, it was not something I was good at. I would forget what I had to say, and I would do those ums and those so much with my sister and my niece counting them, and they would say, you did like 18 ums or 25 hums in each video. I had to keep trying, and it's gotten easier for me. And now, finally, number 6. A lot of people struggle with this one, and done is better than perfect. Now, what I mean is, I'm a big believer in producing high quality, valuable content. So I don't want you to think that I'm suggesting that you take shortcuts. You need to know when it's time to be done and published, definitely. Review your video, edit them, and make small changes. But your goal should not be to publish a perfect video, because let me save you the suspense. You're not going to do it. I can go back on every video I've ever published, and I look at them now and I say, I could have changed this. I could have cut that. I could have added in more B-roll. I'm not saying that you can't make tiny adjustments here and there, but don't edit it if it's not necessary. Sometimes we edit out the best part that helps someone else. Now here's a bonus tip. Try to work for 25-minute increments. Allow yourself 5-minute breaks. This technique can help you stay focused and avoid burnout by giving yourself regular breaks. This helps you maintain and balance your work pace. I know I've talked about a lot of things, and I'm interested to find out how you feel about it. Thank you for watching. And if you have any other tips that you think that will be helpful to other creators, please share them in the comment section below. You know I like reading your comments. Also, if you have any questions, please just ask me and I'll answer you the best as I can. I hope this video on boosting your productivity with creators and time management hacks was helpful. If you're interested in learning more, check out the other videos in this series that are coming up and the ones that are before this one. The links will be below in the description. Give this video a thumbs up, share it, or hit the subscribe and notification buttons. And don't forget to follow me on my other social media accounts. They will be listed below as well. Now I'm going to get off here and we're going to jump into some questions.
I'm so sorry that the screen froze, but at least the volume kept going. But let me see. What did you say, Denise? you said I'll have to script 2 related topics and then albeit I can best shoot. Yeah, what I do, Denise, is this. I sit and I write down, I do my topics on whatever I'm gonna do. Like now I'm doing this series on time management on this channel. And so what I do is all my topics for time management, I have all my titles. So then what I do next is I do all my scripts. I sit and one day, most likely it's usually on Tuesdays for me because Eric doesn't have any appointments. They're in-home appointments, no outgoing appointments. So I sit on Tuesdays and I do my scripts. I sit here and I just go one after the other, one after the other. I already have my papers with the titles on the top, so I know what I'm going to be talking about. And then I just go, I do the script, I do the next one, I do the next one, I do the next one. And also with the help of vidIQ, and like I said, TubeBuddy, and then I listen to other videos with similar topics and write down notes from that. I kind of intertwine it all together so that I can get my scripts ready. Like now I have scripts for YouTube tips all the way until I think September. I think I have them written. I haven't recorded them. I have them written. So writing them and recording them are 2 different things. What I do is I write them all. I go back and read over them again to make sure they make sense. Because sometimes you get to writing and creating, and you write what's coming out your mind. When you go back, that sentence don't make sense. Let me add this. Take this word out, add that word. So I have to go back and proofread, I think 14. I think I did 14 the other day. 14, because what it was, let me explain myself. My husband was in the hospital having surgery. So when he went in for surgery, well, before he went in for surgery, he went to sleep. They gave him medicine for pain. So while he was sleeping, I was sitting there starting to write scripts. And I sit there and I was doing research. So when they did take him into surgery, I went into the waiting room. I set up my laptop. And then I started doing more research and I started doing some scripts. So what I did during that time period to try to kill time so I won't be looking at my watch and looking at the wall to see what's going on with him with his procedure, I started doing my research and my scripts while I was in the hospital. But normally on Mondays, I try to do a little research to find out my topics, what I'm going to be talking about, to do, find other things I want to pull into that topic. On Tuesdays, I write nothing but scripts on Tuesdays. Nothing. I write scripts. When I get up in the morning, I do whatever I'm going to do in the house. But then when I come up here, it's script writing until I go cook dinner. And I normally start cooking dinner about 4:30, 4 o'clock. So I'm up here script writing from, say, 9 to 5. 9 to 4:30, something like that. I'm scripting on Tuesdays all day. And then on Wednesdays is when Wednesday mornings, because he has one appointment on Wednesday morning that comes in home and he goes to dialysis that night. So Wednesday day, I try to do thumbnails and flyers for all the ones I script. And then that evening, after I take him to dialysis, if I'm going to do any intros, I try to film as many intros on Wednesday night and Thursday morning as I can. So then on Thursday, I go in, and if I have to do any parts to put in a video, or like for coming up, I'm going to be showing how I preset things up. That little recording, I try to do all of that. I have a paper. Did I bring it up here? Yeah. This is what I do. For every video that I script, every one of them, I put on this paper here my idea of the thumbnail. What picture do I want to take of myself, or what picture I want to take of an object or whatever to go for that thumbnail. So here's my list for the ones I did today. Today, I did all of these pictures for thumbnails. All of these. These are all thumbnail pictures, and also a little clip of something that's going to be added to a video coming up in this series. So I try to, when I wear makeup, put on makeup for Sunday shows, I try not to waste this makeup. I try to do thumbnails and do flyers and do, if I'm going to do a B-roll or whatever, I try to do it all while I have this face on, because I don't wear makeup every day like I used to. So I try to maximize that when I put on makeup, if I have any thumbnail pictures that I need to do, I need to get on it. If I have any channel intros I need to do, I get on it. And like if I have a lesson to record, I try to do the scripts. When I have on makeup, I sit here and I just go ahead and read my scripts. Script. Like I was doing today. I was waiting for 5:45 to come here to start the show. I sit here and I recorded 4 scripts. I sit here and I just did one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. So when you see me in this get up on another episode, it was today where I felt like doing all of these script recording, because next Sunday, I'm still not sure if I'll be able to walk. I'll know Saturday. So I'll let you know Saturday if I'm going to do the show next Sunday, because I'm having a procedure done on my knee on Friday. So we'll see how that ends up. But what I do is I try to get ahead. With me doing the batch filming that I do, I try to, like I said, link like topics together. So like I'm doing time management, and I have like, I think it's 8, maybe 9 topics that fell under that go along with time management, what we have to do to get ready, because I encourage you to do things in steps. When you want to get your titles, you think of your subject or whatever you're going to do for your video. All right, so now you need to get your title. Now you need to think of what your thumbnail is going to be. So now you have your thumbnail work to get on to. Then the next thing you need to get on to after you do your thumbnail and your flyers, then what I mean by flyers is the one you put on Instagram and Facebook, those flyers. So then after you do your flyers, then if you script your videos, that's your next thing. You script your videos, and when you script your videos, you find out what your tags are going to be and what your keywords are going to be when you're doing your script. Because you're writing what's in your head, what your ideas are, what you think they're going to be. And when you finish that script, you have your keywords already. They're in your script. You just have to remember, after you go back and you proofread, that you write your keywords down, because they're there in your script. So once I do all of that, and plus I also, like I said again, I use vidIQ to help me come up with a lot of my keywords and a lot of my tags, because my husband last year, they had a sale going on, and he paid for me for a year, and I've been using this to the fullest. So it helps me with my tags. So I have my tags, and I can take them, copy them, paste them into my description on when I do my setup for YouTube. So after I do my scripts, then next is I need to make sure that I plan my makeup, my hair, my clothes, the jewelry, what I'm going to wear to film in. I have to get that plan. I plan that when I find the location or the area in the house that I'm going to use to film in. So like I'm in here. Now I did a makeup look earlier. So I'm telling you, I do 2 things at once. When I did this face, I recorded it, how I put on this makeup and my head tie. It was all in that video. So I come in here, I put the camera up, I do my face. That's a video. So then I get dressed, I go downstairs, and I do what I'm going to do down there. So then when I come in here to film for this show, I come in here and I make sure, okay, all my things are loaded up to go and show what I need to do for this lesson. My script is already ready. If I have anything I want to add to it, it's ready. So let me show you the piece that I added to show you some things that I think that will be helpful to you on scheduling, on getting, setting up things for you to do this. So let me open up this. Let me open up the folder first. Where's the folder? Here it is. Okay, so now I need to go back here and then share my screen. And then we're going to share this. Where is my sound? Okay, what I'm doing is I'm sharing with you guys on how I set up for to use my calendar to plan. Okay, so what I did was I went to Google Calendar, I picked a day of what I want to do, and what I did was I put shooting planning video. I put my time, my date, all that on there is going to be under YouTube Tips and More, and I picked the time for it to let me know. So right here is where it is here. Now here is my schedule so far for April, and all these little dots represent something. Like here is the one I just did, shoot planning video. Now that helps me see, I have my calendar where I have everything in my calendar to share. And let me pull up my calendar. I want to show just in case. I have my calendar that I use. I use Google Calendar to put it in my phone. So that way I'm going to pull up April. So you'll see April's calendar. So that when where is it at? Oh, here it is. So that when I go to plan something, I always put it in my phone. So that way when my phone will let me know ahead of time that I'm doing something, I have something planned for that day. Now, here is what I do on my calendar. Now, on my calendar here, I have my days like for each channel, it has a color. Okay, this is Healthy Tips and More. And then the peach, of course, is YouTube Tips and More. And then I have a turquoise one. And the turquoise, where's the turquoise? Right here. The turquoise is decorating on a budget. So I'll put in here whenever I have, when my flyers are going to be uploaded, what topic is going to be for that Sunday, like here, boost your productivity with these creative time management hacks. That's in my schedule. I put the title that I'm going to do on that Sunday. It's already programmed in here. I also have it set where my flyers go out on Instagram between 4 and 5 o'clock. That's when my flyer goes out to tell you that, the show is on for the day. All right. Then like on here, Healthy Tips and More, it tells you that that's when I do a flyer on my other channels to tell you what I'm doing on Healthy Tips and More. And then it tells you what I'm doing on that day on Healthy Tips and More. And the same thing for decorating on the budget. When I'm doing something on decorating on the budget, the flyer comes out in the community tab, Instagram, all those good things. And then it tells you what my topic is, what I'm going to be doing the lesson on. It's already in my calendar. When I come up with my spreadsheet and I have my times of what I'm going to do, then that's when I change. Let me get that light out. That's when I put it all in my calendar. When I do my spreadsheet and I put in all my dates with all the lessons I'm going to do, then I kind of merge it with my calendar. So it will go to the calendar. And then I have all the information in my calendar. It reminds me, did I do your flyers? Did I do my thumbnails? Okay, today is Tuesday. Today you are scripting these. I have everything on my calendar. So it keeps me up with it. So even if I leave home and like I was at the hospital with my husband, I had my laptop. I was able to sit there and work on this stuff that was in my calendar that was due that day. So I have to put, okay, today I'm thinking of all my titles. I try to do, like I have all my titles for the rest of the year. That's just a Stephanie thing. Okay, don't try to do that because it will take you cuckoo. But that's just what I do. I'll take my topics for the month of April. I'll take all those topics and I'll sit and I'll write all my scripts for all those topics. And then I'll think about, okay, I want this thumbnail, this to be my thumbnail, this to be my thumbnail, this to be my thumbnail. So I write down what I want the thumbnail to look like. So then when I get ready for Sunday show, like I did today, then I have my list of maybe a week to 2 weeks of all the shots I want. So on that Sunday, when I get dolled up, I do all of my photos for the upcoming videos. So each day is planned so I don't get overwhelmed. Because at first I was doing all that on the same day. I would get my title, do my thumbnail, write the script if I did a script, get the lesson together, get it all up, get it ready to go, get it all out, all on the same day. Then I would turn around and go, okay, decorate on the budget. I need to do this. Da 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 da. Help it to some more. Da 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 da. And I was burning myself out. But this way, I'm ahead. Like I don't have to record this week if I don't want to, because I've already filmed for the whole month of April for this channel. Well, no, for decorating on the budget. And on this channel, I have my scripts written, and I'm going to be recording the rest of the scripts when I log off here today. Or I might wait till Tuesday to do it and just record all those scripts on Tuesday. But the scripts are already written. So I'm trying to get myself where I am at least 2 months ahead of the game and everything is up. That way I don't have to sit here. Do I have something here? No. I don't have to stress over, did I record? Did I write my script? Did I do my thumbnails? I'm trying to get back to like I was before, where I was 2 months ahead. Because I know my content. But if I say I'm going to join someone in a collaboration or something, then that's something extra. So I have the time to join a collaboration if I choose to, because I've already done my content. And they don't do collaborations like we used to when I first started out. Everybody had a collab and you were jumping on somebody's collaboration. So you could be seen, or you could, get out there and get used to people knowing who you are. Because we became really close in our little camaraderie where we were doing collaborations. But they don't do those anymore. When you do them, you may get maybe 3-4 people to participate in the collaborations now. Everybody is like every man for themselves now. So it's not that many collaborations out there anymore. But I know after this year, I'm not sure if I'm going to do any collaborations next year. If I do a collaboration, it will be with a sponsor, or if someone asks me to co-host. But I don't think I'm going to host anymore next year. I think this year will be my last year of collaborations. But we'll see how the rest of the year goes, though. So, does anybody have any questions about boosting your productivity with the time management? Because next week's topic is going to be wonderful. Next week, we're going to talk about obstacles next week. So I really want to help you get organized, and so you can break things down so you don't get so overwhelmed, because you can get overwhelmed and burn out on YouTube. And if you break up your days, then you can get things done. You can get a lot done on several days, like your titles and thumbnails. Then you can do your script. Then you can do your tags, if you can do tags and keywords. Then you can film. And then when you get to that point, you have everything done. You film on one day, and then the next day you sit down and you edit all those videos that you did. If you do 3 to 4, how many you do, you can edit those videos, and you have everything to go with them. You have your tags, you have your thumbnail already ready, you have your flyers already ready. And I'll share with you later.com, where you can go on later and put everything on there as on the time. She says, yes, that's old school YouTube. We don't do anymore. Yeah. You're right. We used to collab, but we don't do that anymore. Now, if you break these things up into steps, and at first, if it's your first time batching, try to batch two at a time. Try to do, like I do 2 videos on decorating on a budget a week, 1 video on this channel a week, and then I'm going to be doing 3 Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on healthy tips and more. So I'm getting my stuff ready for that channel to get it back out there. So your days where you have light work to do. So on one day you can say Mondays is titles, and then you can do titles on Mondays and get your pictures for your thumbnails and your flyers. And then the next day you can say, okay, this is script day. So I'm going to write nothing but scripts today. I'll proof them and do all that today. This is script day. Then the next day you say, okay, I got my titles, I have my thumbnails, I have my scripts. So now I'm going to I need to plan what I'm going to wear. So on the days that you feel that are light, you can pull out, look, what I do is, most of us only film from waist up. Oops, sorry. The waist up. So what you can do is pull out, if you're going to do 4 videos, no, I'm going to stick with the 2. You're doing two videos. You pull out 2 outfits. If you're going to wear jewelry or makeup, have your jewelry already out, laid out so the next morning when you get up, you can get up and put on your makeup, do your hair, put that dress on, or do like I do. I put on shorts or jeans or whatever on the bottom half, and I change tops. So when I sit to do like I'm doing now, I have on some jean capris and my YouTube Healthy Tips and More top. So if I was going to do the other batch filming, because this tie has YouTube tips color and decorating on a budget color and Healthy Tips and More color, I could just change shirts and keep going with this headband. Let's see. What did you say, Denise? You said, I tried batching 3 laundry lab videos and forgot what I said for which video, but I like how you break things up. I'm always scrambling for, yeah. I try to, if you do like, if you remember, like Sean says, before you record your video, you should already know what your ideas for your thumbnails. Like I have a video coming up where, let me see which one I'm going to talk about. Let me pull up my thing so I can see. Okay, I have one coming up on batch filming. Okay, and so on batch filming, what I did was, what was the video thing I had on there? Let me look on my paper. On batch filming, what I did for batch filming is I showed how I prepare the night before. What I do is I make sure I put my batteries on the charger. I take my SD card, and make sure it has empty off anything that I don't need. Empty it off so the camera will be able to record. So, and then I showed how I set my camera up, my tripods up for my camera, and my light, my ring light downstairs. How I set it up and get it ready for the video. So, and then like if I'm doing a tablescape, which I did the example of, I brought everything that I'm going to use in that tablescape and I put it on the table. So now tomorrow when I want to record, all I have to do is put on what I'm going to wear to record the video, and then go down there and cut on the camera and set my tablescape. Everything is already there. I found my plates, my napkin rings, the flowers, the glass, all that's on the table right now, ready with the tripod and the light sitting there ready for me to do the video tomorrow. So that's one of the things I did today. And like I have a video coming up where, let's see, where's the other one? I want to, like I have one coming up for, I don't want to read that title right now. I have one that says, easy YouTube editing hacks you need to know. So what I did on that thumbnail is a picture of me pointing to the side. So I'm standing like this pointing, but what I'm going to do is include another graphic on the thumbnail to go along with me pointing. So then I have another one where I'm standing like this. So I took that picture. That picture is for another thumbnail. So I write down my ideas. So the first day when I get my titles together, I think of, okay, for that video, I need to get this thumbnail idea. And see, when I get a lot of my ideas for my thumbnails is I have been doing research by going on vidIQ and also going through and putting in on YouTube the topic that I'm going to talk about. I put that, type it in the search engine, and I see what videos come up with the topic I'm going to be talking on. And then I look at everybody's thumbnail and I write down what they have on their thumbnails and what I think I could use on my thumbnail. Because, like they always say, don't try to reinvent the wheel. If someone out there did a topic similar to what you're doing, you don't want to copy their thumbnail, period. You know, the whole thing. You don't want to copy it. You want to do your version of it. You want to do your own spin on it. So I always go through and I look at the topics similar to what I'm talking about, and I see their thumbnails. And then I get the suggestion that vidIQ gives you for thumbnails. Now I'm gonna pull up vidIQ and I'm gonna show you because I know some of y'all are saying that they don't do that, but they do. So let me pull it up. How did I log out of vidIQ? Let me log in. I think I may have did it by mistake earlier. Okay, let me go here. And let me go back here and I'm going to share with you what I do. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, here's my vidIQ page. This is one for this channel, YouTube Tips and More. And it says right here, craft your perfect YouTube About Me section. That's just the topic that's on top. So they give you a lot. But what they do down here is they give you thumbnail ideas. You can either copy their thumbnail or get a little inspiration from their thumbnail to do your own. So I try to go by that. And what I said about the tags, they give you tags here that you can use on your videos in vidIQ. They also give you the top related keywords. So right here, let me see if I can generate more. So they only have that one. So I always try to go through here and look at what they have on ideas here. And I use that to help me with my thumbnails. So I do get a lot of help and I'm seeing that the work is starting to pay off. Some of my videos are getting a lot of more views, but I'm still giving it, you have to give things 3 to 4 months to see if the changes really works. So that's what I'm doing. I'm giving it time to see how it works. Now I just finished, like today is the 30th. So this is the end of the first quarter. So today I will go on all of my channels and I will look at my my numbers. I have a sheet that I use that I keep up with my information. I know y'all say this girl got a sheet for everything. Yeah, I do. Let me look for it. And I'm going to share with you what I'm talking about. Let me go to my folder. Where is it? I find it easier for me when I keep things organized because I will be lost. What show? Let me see. What did she say? Wait. Show how you connect to that again. I have vidIQ and I. Oh, okay. Let me pull it back up for you. Okay. Let me go back and share the screen, Denise. Okay. vidIQ. All right. When you go to vidIQ, over here on the side, it has today, optimize, and generate. Okay. So when you get to generate, you can put in a topic. Like I'm going to put in, let me see. What can I put in? How to Let me move my mouse some so I can see what I'm typing. And I'm going to put, how do you get your titles? Okay, I need to put YouTube titles. How do you get your YouTube video titles? Okay, so that way to know what I'm talking about in video. So now I put the generate button, and it comes up and it gives you a title that rates a little better than yours. So it says, what makes YouTube's video titles clickable? This one rates at an 88%. Now, if you want to redefine that, you can hit refine. You can go change your tone. You can do it interesting, educational, witty, casual, or professional. So I'm going to do interesting. So with interesting is thinking of titles. Let's see what it has. Okay, it's not want to give me none. So let me try. Let me change the tone. Let me go educational. There's something going on with my internet. Okay, you can change that title if you want. All right, when it goes down, it gives you also a description. If you go down, it also has tags to go with the title that you put in. And it also gives you idea for thumbnails. Now, if you go down, it also gives you a hook you can use. You can reword it to make it fit you better. It also gives you bullet points where you can have your outline for your video or your live if you're going to do it. But it does have a lot of things to it that works so much better. And I like it because of that. Now that's under generate. Now also too, you know they do the thumbnail thing, right? So I go to optimize, and here's a video I did today. Okay, let's see what my score is on my video, on my thumbnail. Now on the title, I got 96 on my title. I try to keep myself in the green. So on my thumbnail, they only gave me 78 on my thumbnail. They gave me a 78 thumbnail. But I'm not going to change the thumbnail because I like the thumbnail. Sometimes they do have a better idea where you can click and generate another thumbnail. So let's see what they came up with on generate, if it'll do it, because it seems like it's not catching on me today. Okay, here it comes. Okay, this is what they generated right here. Never forget. But you can also go in here and have them generate a thumbnail with someone of your ethnicity. So let's see what it comes up with. It's generating that now. And I found that to be, see, the woman of color. And she's pointing and she's saying save hours. See, save hours. So it does come up with ideas. And I like this, my title and my thumbnail, because then it helps me see, okay, I need to improve on that. Some of my thumbnails are ranked high. Like this one was 94, but it didn't like my title. I didn't like my title because I added this second part onto it. If I took plan your video success off, it would have given me higher. So I tried to, like here, transform your about me section instantly. I got a 90 on the title and a 94 on my thumbnail. So I try to work with that and see what they rate me so I can see if I need to change it. What you have? I never use it. Yeah, I try to look at everything they have to offer to see if it'll make my life easier. Because, you know, I prefer to work smarter, not harder. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. So let me go over here and find my channel audit. That's not the one I wanted. Open. I want to open up. Let me get back to it. It's called something else. Let me see. Media inspiration, social media, layout. Layout, that's not what I want. Healthy, that's my checklist. What is it? I just had them open the other day. Summary. That's what I want. Where is it? Open channel audit. What in the world? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was finna get it. Let me see. What did you say? Oh my God. That would be some. It is. It helps a lot, Denise. Let me share you with this. In the window, I want to share with you this. Now, this is what I do for my my channel audits. Now, this is from 2020. I put down my views, watch time, new subscribers, total subscribers at the end of that month. Now, I go down here, that's 2021. And what I did here was I put the total from 2020 here so I could see what the totals were. So here, 2022, and then 2023, 2024, I have all my totals here. And then I have here on the bottom, and the first quarter here, I put what videos ranked my top 3 videos, and I put the views. I do it for each quarter, first, second, third, and fourth quarter. So here's 2025. So today will be my first time putting in any numbers for decorating on the budget for January through March. I'll put in my views, my watch time, my new subscriber count, and my total subscribers. And I do this for all 3 channels. That way, when I pull it up and I say, okay, I don't see any growth. I'm not growing. I don't see any growing. Then you get here, 2023. My total views for 2023 was 3.3, but in 2024 it was 19.7. So you see the growth. 2023, my views was 210. Here is 792.5. Here my subscribers was plus 19. Here is plus 15K. All right. Then here, no, that 1.5K, sorry. And then here my total subscribers was 5,321. So I do this so I can see my own personal growth. I do this for each channel. Now, if you're interested in that form, let me know. I will make you one and you can get one. But I do have a copy of the checklist for videos and for batch filming on my website. There's a link that's going to be down below in the description. You click on the link, it'll say checklist. It'll send you to my landing page. And once you log in, you can get on the website and go into the free forms. And when you go into the free forms, you'll see the batch filming form, also the checklist for your videos. So those are 2 things that you can download for free off my website that will help you get a little bit organized. Now, my checklist is the one that helps you with your videos and helps you understand, okay, this is my title. This is whatever, what I need to do. You know, did I put them on my social medias? Did I do my thumbnail? And all that is all on there for you to have access to that. While we're here, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. Also, comment and share my content. Now, under Creatively Miss Me, I have 3 channels. My main channel is Creatively Miss Me, Decorating on the Budget. My second channel is Creatively Miss Me, YouTube Tips and More. And the third is Creatively Miss Me, Healthy Tips and More. Hopefully you like what you see and you'll become a member of all of my channels. Now let's get back. So now that we've gone through all that and did all the chatting and I hit the bullet points that I want to make sure that I hit today, if you have any questions or concerns or anything you want to ask about today's video or lesson, please let me know. You ask now or let me know in the description. I also want to thank the people in the replay because you do a girl good. You always show up for me in the replay, and I truly appreciate that. Because what I like to do for all 3 of my channels, I like to help people. So anything I can do to make things a little easier for somebody, I try to do. On Decorating on a Budget, I share with you how to make your home beautiful on a budget by thrifting. You don't have to have deep pockets. You can go to Goodwill or thrift shopping to make your home look beautiful. And then on YouTube Tips and More, I try to make YouTube a bit easier for the beginner and the seasoned YouTuber. I share what I know and what I've learned to help you make things easier, because there was no one there to give me a hands up on that. And on my third channel, Healthy Tips and More, I share my diabetic journey, get you to go out and walk with me, and we just talk about whatever comes up. And then I'm going to be talking about menopause and vitiligo on there, and it'll be some other things to go along with women's health. So I'm getting that stuff together for that channel. So I would love to have you. If you're not a member of Healthy Tips and More, I really would appreciate if you stop by and give it a look, because I also do some healthy cooking on there as well. So with all this being said and all this babbling, I hope you enjoyed today's show. I hope it was informative. I hope you learned something from this. And again, the forms will be down below in the description for you to get a hold to those free forms on my website to help you make things easier. So I will see you next week. And next week topic will be, let me see what I have for next week. I think it's obstacles next week. Yes, we're going to talk about blasting through your obstacles to success. So hopefully you will come back. I will see you next week, and we will get on talking about moving these obstacles to make things so easier for you when you record. So I want to thank you all for showing up for me tonight. Thank you, Denise. I enjoy you being here and asking your questions. And I'm glad you did. I'm glad it was so helpful. I want to thank you for being here and being so supportive of me. I really enjoy being helpful, and I'm trying out new things that I've been learning from doing my research on these topics. I've been trying out new things. Like, I was told that I was a talking head. So that's why I'm sitting back, where you see a little bit more of me and I'm not a talking head. And then I went from reading the papers to using a teleprompter to help me do my scripts for teleprompting. So I am trying to grow and learn new things. So as I learn, I'm going to try to share them with you guys. So until the next episode next week, you guys be blessed.